Okay, so I have some questions about what you guys were doing in there.
Okay, yeah.
So, my state, it's really small. So we wanted to know how well we would be like represented in this government that you are creating.
Yeah, no, that's a valid concern. So, we're not exactly sure how it's going to work, but our idea right now, in order to satisfy both the large states and the small states, is that we intend to have one body of legislation based off the size of the states, which isn't what you want because you have a small state.
Yeah.
But we also intend for another legislation to each be represented by an equal number of people. It doesn't matter about size. And so we're going to have two body of legislations that hopefully satisfy both the large states' demands and the small states' demands.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I also have a question about, so I kind of heard that you guys were borrowing ideas from governments in Europe. I'm kind of scared about that since we just got out of the hands of England.
Yeah.
And they've had some bad laws that I haven't liked.
Yeah, no, that's a valid concern. So something we discussed in the meeting is that history is a valuable tool to use when we're trying to determine decisions because we can look to history and see that it generally repeats itself. And so we can look in the past and see, like, hey, this is what worked for this government, and this is what didn't work for this government. And we can see, like, what can we implement from these old governments into our new government that'll suit us. So the things you didn't like about Europe and England aren't going to be the things that we implement into our new government. We're just borrowing the ideas that seem to work for them and using history as a valuable tool in order to use that in our new government. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like that a lot. It's good that we're trying to find the good out of the other governments and put it into ours.
Yeah.
I like that.
We might also be concerned about, I'm trying to think about your other concerns.
So you can do that encore, or?
Nope.
Okay, yeah, so that's pretty much basically it. We're trying to find, a system of government that's going to work for everyone and use history really as the basis of it.
Okay.
So
I also have another question, like, why do we need this government? What's the purpose of having a unified government?
like why you want the federal government to have more power than the states.
Yeah.
So originally when we started off with the Articles of Confederation, we gave all the powers to the states, but it kind of backlashed on us because the federal government didn't have enough power to control anything. So we saw rebellions popping up places that we couldn't control as a federal government, and the states had their own currency. We weren't able to be unified as a country. And in the past, using history again, we've seen that doesn't really work for countries. And so we want to make sure that we give the states the power that they deserve, but also make sure that the federal government has power. So.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Make it easier for us to trade through states.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah.